Hey guys, Magic here. I was gonna do this when it felt less raw, less prominent, but I decided I should just go ahead and do it now while it's still fresh, so I don't lose my thoughts on it. Okay, so I often I don't know how many of you know, but I do have like abandonment issues. I often feel like I'm invisible or like I don't really matter. Most of the time I can be in a room full of people and still feel completely alone. Like there's just no one, even if they're my friends and I know that they care about me on some level. I just internally I don't feel that they care. I feel like they're just putting up with me, that they're just, trying to be nice, so to speak. But yeah, and I know that, they probably do really care. I'm aware. And I don't need them to reassure me that they care. Because when I feel like this, no matter what they say, no matter how hard they try, it just doesn't feel sincere. Nothing feels sincere. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. I think it's because a lot as a kid, I felt like really invisible because in my family I was the oldest of 12, and unless like I was in trouble for something, I was largely ignored. Anything I wanted, anything I needed was just kind of pushed off as unimportant, irrelevant for the needs of my siblings. I was told I needed to grow up and help take care of them, and at school the other kids either bullied me or ignored me, and largely I was ignored except for by one group in elementary. And then it kind of became half and half as I got to like junior high, but I don't know. My grandmother was senile, so she wasn't really available, and my aunt was so busy taking care of her, she didn't have time for me or for any of us, really. My dad had to work and had his own life, and I was really the only one that he invested any time in, but mostly it was to drive me to do better, do more, and so, I mean, I know that, he's probably just doing his best or whatever, but and my mom was never there. When she wasn't exactly the best either. Um, my siblings are all dysfunctional. The one closest to me in age is freaking crazy. Um, it's got a lot of mental issues and a lot of problems and a lot of violent tendencies. And my little brother was mentally slow because he stopped breathing when he was a baby. And then like the other one of them was very very all about themselves, and one of them had like some issues from problems when he was born, and like there's just so many issues with my siblings that it didn't seem like there was ever time for my problems to be acknowledged, and things that hurt me or upsetting to me were just kind of swept under the rug. Basically, if it was something happened to one of my siblings, it was a big deal, my family would go ballistic, but if it was me, they were just kind of like, it's fine, whatever. um So it makes it hard, especially whenever I really care about someone and I feel like they're ignoring me. Even though I know sometimes when I get insecure like this, it can be really annoying. I don't mean to be. I think it's just because I want to feel like I'm still important, and the more that they ignore me, the less important I feel. Um, and it feels like they're abandoning me in some regard. I often feel very lonely. I feel like I just don't have any worth. Like there's been times where like my PTSD will be really strong and I'll talk to somebody about it, like a friend, even if they've already heard the story, I'll talk to them about it and they'll say things like, well, you didn't deserve that, but I feel like I did. Or they'll be like, well, I'm sorry that that happened, and I'll just dismiss it as, oh, it's okay. They didn't hurt anybody. And if they push it on, like, well, they hurt you, I'll be like, well, yeah, they didn't hurt anybody important because I don't feel like it's important. I don't feel like it matters because it's me. I don't know. I feel insignificant. I suffer from abandonment problems. I tend to commit to relationships very easily. I get very emotionally attached, I care too much too quickly sometimes. I just immediately, when I make a new friend, I feel like they're my friend for life, and like, it's like immediate loyalty to them, even though like, we just became friends. And so that's why I get so hurt when I feel like they don't want to be my friend anymore. They start to abandon me, or they start to pull away, or we just grow distant naturally. And whenever I'm interested in someone, I care and I love deeply and quickly and unconditionally, and that's great. Apparently, it makes my partners feel really loved, but it also sucks because I lose so much of myself trying to, keep that connection. Especially, and then like when it breaks, I feel like I'm broken, and so as a result, I tend to push people away sometimes when I start to get too close to them, and I feel like that's what I'm doing right now with someone who's very important to me. I don't want him to feel that way. I'm just really insecure all the time. I don't know what to do about it. Right now, I just feel so insignificant. Like I don't matter to anyone. Like maybe I'd just be better off. Or no one will care. I know that's not true. I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Right now I'm just really sad. And I'm trying really hard to talk and not actually start crying. I don't know what to do. I don't know. By the time I post this video, this will probably be irrelevant. But we'll see, right? I better go see what's wrong with my kid. Anyway, guys, love you. I'm rooting for you. Spread the love, because love always wins.